Played by Paul Fernandes, a corner for Marconi. Good run that though from Ian Gray as he got behind the South Melbourne defence. It's always an awkward ball for defenders to handle when a player cuts it back. Paul Fernandes there had to give away the corner. So Katholos. Outside again by Paul Fernandes. Now Peter Katholos. McCulloch. Just a bit too much weight on that, not really giving Peter Katholos too much chance. So a throw for South Melbourne. For those incidentally have been in Sydney. 3-0 win over Sydney Olympic and a 3-0 win over St George on the opening day. Now Jean-Paul DeMarigny. Forward for Katholos. Tsolakis. Now Paul Trimboli. Angelo Postecoglou, the fullback, who loves coming forward. Still Postecoglou could run this into the penalty area. Tried that one with his right foot, which isn't his best. It was a good surging run from Angelo Postecoglou. It was a good combination with that man, Paul Trimboli. Wheatley. Glancing header there from Lowe. Ian Gray, forceful run from midfield from Ian Gray. Nastevski waiting at the far post. Gray whips it across. Nastevski trying to get in there. Fernandes. Gray again. Off the foot there of Bruce MacLaren, who knew very little about that. But it was a good surging run from Ian Gray. Done that so well this season. That was a dangerous back pass from Taliadoros. Eventually gets through to the keeper. Surging run this from Ian Gray, trying to play it inside there for Nastevski. The ball was loose, Nastevski there just picks it up. And Ian Gray, who kept on running, gets behind the defence. It comes off the boot there of Bruce MacLaren. In Taliadoros. Foster. Just up that side of Peter Katholos. And the ball came forward quickly. David Lowe, who's swapping flanks on every occasion. That comes off the head of Fernandes. MacLaren there spotted the danger and was out quickly. Good alert goalkeeping there from Bruce MacLaren. Came off of the head of Paul Fernandes. It could have gone anywhere. MacLaren was awake to the situation and was quickly off his line. Fernandes forward. Nobody in particular. No worries at all there for Robbie Wheatley. So a quarter of an hour gone, still no score. Now Katholos. Tasios winning that challenge. Tasios. Now Trimboli. Now Foster up in support. Flipping this one across quickly. Away by McCulloch, not too convincingly. Now Trimboli. Still Trimboli. Steve Tasios has made a good run forward. Couldn't get on the end of that. Paul Trimboli. Lovely skills right on the edge of the penalty area. It really was a good build-up from South Melbourne. Good low. Calderan spreading it wide. Katholos with a lot of space. Now closed down by Postecoglou. Katholos again just lifting that one in, looking for McCulloch. Now Fred DeJong. Good ball from DeJong. Ian Gray with space and getting behind the defence, cutting this one back. McCulloch. Charged down by Steve Tasios and away for a corner. It was a good build-up from Marconi, and Tommy McCulloch had the final shot that was charged down. But Fred DeJong here saw the possibilities, lifted that one out to Ian Gray, who found a lot of space on that far side and cut it back quickly. McCulloch really volleyed this. Came off Steve Tasios, away for a corner. Fred DeJong. A good ball there from David Lowe. Fred DeJong caught by that challenge from Steve Blair. Fred DeJong immediately goes down. Fred DeJong there, and just caught by Steve Blair. In fact, he was caught as he tried to jump him. Only a painful knock for Fred DeJong. Colagiuri comes on after 34 minutes to replace the injured Fred DeJong. Off the head of Carter. Taliadoros. Tsolakis. And that one across. Trimboli! Off the bar there from Paul Trimboli. The cross there eluded Paul Carter, and Paul Trimboli got the quick header in, which came off the crossbar and away to safety. The first chance created tonight for South Melbourne. Cross came in fact, from Peter Tsolakis. Just a bit too high there for Paul Carter. And Trimboli, who would have got a sight of that late. Katholos. Tommy McCulloch. Colagiuri. Colagiuri trying the shot. Finishes up high, wide in the end. As the half-time whistle goes, the first half of this scene, chances few and far between. The last one of the first half falling there to Vince Colagiuri. The shot takes a deflection, but the half-time whistle goes. And a half-time no score here at the Marconi Stadium. The half-time scoreline, Marconi 0, South Melbourne 0. Paul Carter scored his first goal of the season last weekend in the 4-0 win over Melbourne JUST. Now Gray. And Taliadoros was the player who was back. He gives it straight to McCulloch. Katholos. Now David Lowe, all that from Katholos. Lowe whipping this one across the face of goal. Nobody can get a touch from Marconi, and in the end MacLaren uses his legs to get it clear. But one will have to ask questions of how that one didn't get pushed in the back of the net. It was a good break from Marconi. And Peter Katholos there released David Lowe. He whips this one across the face of goal, and nobody can get a touch. Colagiuri was the player coming in at the far post. In the end, MacLaren there uses his legs and gets it away to safety. Nastevski there showing too much of that to Tasios. And Trimboli linking well with Peter Tsolakis. Placed there by Robbie Wheatley. Still Tsolakis playing that one across, looking for Kim Taliadoros. Taliadoros in the end gets the shot in on target, and it's well saved by Bobby Catlin. It seemed to take an eternity for Kim Taliadoros to get that shot on target, but it was a good break started by that man Peter Tsolakis. Tsolakis led the charge. Paul Carter was the only player back for Marconi, and Tsolakis there tries to pick out Taliadoros. Carter did enough, recovered quickly and kept forcing Taliadoros across the face of goal. In the end, the shot was saved by Bobby Catlin. And he goes away for a corner. McCulloch. Not from Trimboli as he played that one forward. Now Colagiuri, still Vince Colagiuri, trying to chip the keeper and chipping it wide. Vince Colagiuri, 2 goals so far this season. And there was the chance there to get his name on the score sheet tonight. Good swift break. Colagiuri said on his way. Only the goalkeeper to beat, tries to chip the keeper and chips it wide. South Melbourne trying to catch Marconi on the break at every opportunity. Now Robbie Wheatley. Wheatley trying the shot. And over the top there from Robbie Wheatley. Robbie Wheatley still to open his account this season. 155 matches now in the National Soccer League. He's only found the net on 3 occasions in those 155 matches. He came forward there. Trying to hit this one from one outside the penalty area. Got plenty of power behind his shot. He was always rising. In the end, no problems for the keeper. Now Lowe, trying to play that one inside the fullback. Micheil there, just touching that back enough. Getting through to Bruce MacLaren, as Nastevski was the player looking in there for the crumbs. Micheil again. Now Trimboli, faced by Calderan. Trimboli. Jean-Paul DeMarigny, in fact, maybe Tsolakis there. Expecting Jean-Paul DeMarigny to head that one clear. Paul DeMarigny again. And Robbie Wheatley. One of the interested spectators here tonight, perched one of the camera platforms. And Jean-Paul DeMarigny, way by Tasios. Trimboli's the only player forward though for South Melbourne. Going to have to do it all on his own when he's got away from Calderan. Jean-Paul DeMarigny, the player in pursuit. Faced there by Wheatley. Paul Trimboli in the end was surrounded by 4 green shirts. It breaks nicely now though for Tsolakis. Now Taliadoros is a bit too high for him. As well to keep it in play. Picks out Steve Tasios. Could turn that from Tasios, trying the shot and safely taken in the end by Bobby Catlin. Steve Tasios missed so much of this season through injury. And his 4th league appearance for South Melbourne, 1989. Taliadoros there, picked out Steve Tasios. Tried the shot, but it was safely taken in the end by Bobby Catlin. Now McCulloch playing that one inside the fullback. Paul Carter getting it across first time. David Lowe with the shot. Just over the bar there from David Lowe. He's looked so sharp tonight, David Lowe. Looking to add to his 4 goals so far this season. Peter Katholos. And then McCulloch spread it wide. Paul Carter whipped this one across quickly. David Lowe coming in at the near post. First time volley. Just a bit too high. As the final whistle goes, and the league leaders have dropped another point at home here tonight, and they've also failed to score. It wasn't through the lack of trying there from Ian Gray. There's some good sterling work from South Melbourne, who themselves have come back with a point here tonight after a disappointing loss in the Cup on Tuesday. But no goals here at the Marconi Stadium. The final scoreline, Marconi 0, South Melbourne 0.